might be ready to go. But yeah, for the most part, we are just scanning through March, or April rather. Not achieving very much. Hangars are ready? Hangars are ready again.
Commander, we're tracking several reported abductions via the hologlobe. I've got the coordinates locked in.
Cardiff, the United Kingdom. Let's promote Iryu. Stay frosty. All units in the squad have post-mission fatigue reduced 1 day. Big promotion. And healing materials is done in 1 day. That doesn't really mean anything though, because it takes time to build stuff in this game. S roadblock. Rebel. With 63 aim, I don't think we bother with heat ammo. Like, you can go heat ammo in order to shoot Seekers and eventually, like, Mechanoids and Cyber Discs really well. But we don't have enough aim to hit them anyway, so probably just go for Shredder ammo. With Shredder ammo, you only have to hit them once. And then they will be shredded forever. Got our scout on the mission. We have a marksman's rifle now. We have a scope as well. So you are a very different soldier from last time you were on a mission. This moderate or heavy? I might try to bring 2 rookies then. Did I fail to level up a rookie on the last one? No. Wait, did I not bring a rookie to the last one? Maybe I didn't bring a rookie. I do need to level up the rest of the barracks. So, yeah, let's bring 2 rookies. We'll bring Akira. Hayashi. And Jessica Wilson. We have Gunner. We need somebody who's competent at close range fighting. Grab the engineer who actually has a health bar. The other one only has 3 HP. A sniper wouldn't go amiss. Try leveling up Jobin. So at Lance Corporal, I pretty much always take Deadeye on my snipers, unless it's super late game. Low profile just isn't a perk. That's just a fake button. Just don't click on that. Deadeye for 15 aim against flying targets. Somebody has to shoot the flying targets, and it makes sense to pick a soldier who isn't particularly good at shooting the other targets. I've implied that snipers aren't particularly good at shooting the other targets, which isn't really true. The thing is that, like, you can make a scout have hit and run, which only procs against targets who aren't flying. Hit and run isn't on the sniper bar. You can, like, give assaults close and personal or whatever it's called, but it doesn't work very well against flying enemies. Generally speaking, snipers are the easiest class to build to be good at killing flyers, so we go Deadeye. There is also Lone Wolf here, which you can take late game. The problem is that early game you can't proc it very well, but late game you have a lot more ability to move your soldiers around. I'm talking like when you have flying suits levels of late game, like very late game. At this point in the game, it's just kind of hard to get a soldier 7 tiles away from all your other soldiers. We got full 6 aim on the level up, which is excellent. Snipers also have good line of sight to flying. Probably true. For equipment, I'm just gonna go full plus 12 aim at this point. I do kind of feel like everybody has good line of sight to fly, but yes. Largely true. I guess my infantry doesn't have... Turns out I need 3 scopes. This is not super news to me or anything, but a little awkward. Okay, finally got a mission. It's been like a week or something. Let's see what the aliens are up to.
The next deployment site is in the UK. We've gotten several reports indicating
How
that
do
the
I
aliens
build
have stepped
scout
up the number of
officers?
attempted abductions. We'll have to move quickly if we want to slow the spread of panic.
You can find out by watching the campaign, I suppose. Hey, little cat. Not thanks for the 15 months.
Copy that, Big Sky. Strike 1 is cleared to engage hostile targets. Watch your backs out there, people.
Shark aside, thanks for 30 months. Just go. Can this have meld? I don't know that this can have meld. I feel like it can. I think it can.
Eyes on target.
That's not the most intimidating pod to pull on turn 1.
Yes, Commander.
That's affirmative.
It is very nice to have higher chance to hit a disabling shot on a flying cyber disc. That is very true.
On my way.
Just realized I don't have a rocketeer on the mission.
Affirmative.
Used to like playing medic officers for wheel stacking.
Start keeping score.
I have played so many thousand hours of this game, and I'm not sure that I consider will to be a real perk, stat, whatever you would even call it. Oh, okay, you're dead. The main stats in this game are aim. That's actually it.
Heading for that location.
Roger. I've got my eyes on.
The main stats in the game are aim and stop thinking. Did I not bring 2? I didn't bring 2 motion trackers. We are sectoids and floaters.
Affirmative.
Okay. J'abouge. Okay.
Isn't mission type the only thing that detects meld placement? There are some maps which were not originally intended to be for
On my
abductions.
way.
Yes, Commander.
They're being retooled to be used for abductions. And some of them can spawn melt canisters when abductions happen on them, but others cannot. And I'm not sure if this is a covert extract mission map from Enemy Within. But we are playing an abduction on it, not a covert extraction.
Copy that.
I feel like it has places for melt canisters to spawn, but I am not certain.
Je suis parti. Okay.
On it.
Rookies are motion trackers? Fair enough.
Moving to position.
Isn't movement a stat too? Only for early game.
Roger. I've got
Okay.
my eyes
Je
on.
surveille la zone.
Roger.
Moving to Overwatch. Aye, aye.
That's not true. Movement's like often a pretty relevant stat.
Yes, Commander. I'm on the move. Je suis en route.
I'm obviously
Solid copy.
being a little facetious here,
Aye, aye,
right?
Commander.
I don't think that Will is a very big deal, though. The way that you make Will less of a big deal is you work out which soldiers are likely to need Will or panic checks and stuff, and you give them perks and items which make it so they can never fail a panic check. And all of a sudden, Will doesn't matter anymore.
Yes, Commander.
On my way.
Of course, having stated all of this hubristically, I will doubt this, like have a terrible chain panic and lose the campaign at some point.
Heading to that location.
But that is part of the game.
I'm on it, Commander.
Is lifesteal percent a relevant stat? Probably not. Haven't heard any meld.
Aye, aye, Commander.
I assume that that's because there isn't any meld.
I'm on it, Commander.
I'm on the move.
This pod sure is extremely visible in Fog of War, but not ever actually walking into line of sight of me. Well, isn't the stat until it very suddenly is? Yeah.
Quiet. You hear something?
Okay, now I don't know where they are. There's no meld though, so like, whatever. Turns out that meld is an important addition to the game. Because otherwise you play like this.
I don't think we're alone out here.
See, it was important for me to do that so that I could kill them with overwatches. Missed, 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 missed.
Repositioning on us.
Oh, shotguns. Okay, 3 damage.
That just happened.
They're
They're
trying to
flanking my
flank us.
position.
I should have one more motion tracker charge, yeah? Just to make sure I could throw a grenade at that and it wouldn't be an issue. The way it's an issue actually is kind of interesting. The way it's an issue is that my engineer is one of the soldiers with a shotgun, and I kind of need the soldiers with shotguns to be shooting the Seekers this turn. So maybe instead we kill it with 2 AP grenades, which is going to leave one of my rookies still needing a promotion.
Okay. Catch.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Negative damage.
Okay, you have Executioner. Good. Good.
Yes, Commander.
No.
Missed.
On the move.
Eh. Look, it could have gone worse.
ET's trying to call on my flag.
This is kind of rude. Okay. A lot of very angry aliens so far today.
Aye, aye.
On my way.
Nice thing about this move is pretty easy kill from either rookie.
No threat.
Ready to rock. there now. Reloaded.
Heading to that location.
And that's 2 promotions for them.
We're
The
green.
important thing in these abductions is the rookies need to get 1 kill in order to promote. And you don't want to have to bring a rookie to a mission as a rookie twice. So getting the promotion on their first mission is pretty big.
Heading out.
On the move. I'm on the move.
On my way. I'm on it, Commander.
D'accord. Heading for that location. Let's do this.
Reloaded.
Roger. Got my eyes on that. Bien sûr. Je surveille le coin.
I don't think we're alone out here.
J'y vais.
Heading out.
Moving. Affirmative.
Heading there now. Heading there now. On the move. I've got my eyes on.
Yeah, I think they're all the way over here.
I'm rolling.
Heading to that location.
Okay. Aye, aye, Commander.
Moving. I'm on it,
That
Commander.
likely to be the last pod. I think 2 more.
Bien sûr.
It could be. It could be the last pod.
You hear that? Getting it done.
Heading to that location.
On y va.
On the move.
Moving out. That's affirmative.
I'm on the move.
You on, Commander.
Got it covered.
On the move. I'm on it, Commander.
Yes, Commander. Moving.
Bien, Commandant.
Affirmative. Moving out.
I
So they're patrolling all the way back here. Kind of like this. It's Navras! Hello!
Je vais vers la position.
I'm on
I
the
feel like I
move.
play 1 XCOM campaign per year. I don't necessarily finish it.
That's affirmative.
I feel like I play at least some of a campaign every year.
Affirmative.
I started this campaign last year because it was December and I noticed that I hadn't yet. And then I didn't play it again for like 4 months or whatever. Okay, well.
Bien.
At some point, they will patrol past this doorway, I think.
You hear that?
We are playing Civ 7. I'm really excited for that game to fully release in like 2 years. And say thank you to SRAP for that G Rainbow Monk. It is made by the channel's lovely moderation.
That's affirmative.
Okay.
Or at least
Moving to position.
one of the people on the channel's lovely moderation team.
Heading to that location. Affirmative.
Je me remue.
Does fully release mean leaves early access or gets its first DLC?
That's
I
affirmative.
think Civ games typically full release when they get their second DLC
I'm on the move.
these
That's
days.
affirmative.
Will do. Copy that.
I don't know though, we'll see.
5 sur 5.
Eyes
Got my eyes.
You hear that?
I think Overwatch creeping isn't the best way to play Longmore 1.
Heading out.
I mean,
Aye, aye, Commander.
it's the best way to play this situation. Alright, should we open the door?
It just got hot here.
They're trying to flank us.
ET's trying to call up my flag.
Kinda got bored.
On the move.
This with Sapper is pretty good.
Incoming. Obtenu. Alien neutralisé.
Can a sectoid really shoot that far? Like, actually? I don't know if I believe it.
That's affirmative. Target's still up.
Okay.
It is a slightly higher percent chance from the sniper. I'm going to assume that was the 2% difference right there.
I'm all over it. Sit down.
On the move.
Yes, Commander.
Okay. There was one thin man on this mission, and it was accompanied by 10 enemies who were completely free to kill.
I'm on it, Commander. Taken
Cool.
care of.
Commander, the operation was a success.
I don't think it's that important to be stacking experience on an officer once they are an officer. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that my officer scouts tend to hit Master Sergeant, like, before everybody else, and also pretty safely. Good mission.
Remember, we will be watching.
I could add a little asterisk to the April so far text to the mission that I was doing right now. That'd be kind of cool. Trying to like think how I'd do it. Of course, I'd have to deal with like 100 people asking me what the asterisk meant over and over again. Getting in the zone 2 months before snipers. Don't typically take in the zone on scouts. Your highest promoted soldier decides other officers school unlocks. You are thinking of XCOM 2. Anything to build?
The new engineers arrived this morning, Commander. We're always glad to have more help down here.
An access list. I think they wouldn't ask if I made a command. There's 0 chance. 0 chance. They would still ask. Our understanding of the alien materials is limited at best. We could spend years deciphering the complex manufacturing processes required to produce and manipulate these substances. However, we have managed to crudely adapt some of the observed techniques into our own research. Our first development, a multi-walled carbon nanotube weave, was modeled after an unusual pattern mirrored in several of the alien materials. This new configuration has proven to possess greater tensile strength than any material previously recorded in known science. Adapting this fiber into an armor-reinforcing vest will surely afford our soldiers increased protection on the battlefield. The Phoenix cannon now if I want. Definitely want like 4 of the alloy platings. At some point a Phoenix cannon or 2 would be good. Now I have to make a choice. Now I have to make a choice. I'm a long way off alien computers. I could just go beam lasers. It's very, I don't know. Underwhelming. Next, thanks for gifting us up to Bruss. Bruss, how are you? Oh, that's true. A big benefit of not doing medic officers is you don't have to bring a medic, yeah. Medic officers are solidly in the top 4 classes you can make into officers, probably. Maybe. I'm not actually sure that's true. The only reason I want medics on missions late game is if they have psi abilities, and you can't make officers psi soldiers. It's been such a long time since I played, I don't even remember the exact tech tree. Hold on. We can look at the tech tree, I suppose. Where would you do that? Long War. You sure? Seriously, not a tech tree here? Hold on. Here? Research? Okay, we got it. So, one thing I would like would be advanced aerospace concepts. Is that what I'm looking for? No. I want tracking modules. No, I want aim modules. Nope. This is not very user-friendly. You really do have to want to play this game in order to play it. It might be in engineering. Foundry? Aim module. Nope. Does it have a different name? Is there like... No? Is it the floater autopsy? It's probably floater autopsy. Because you make them out of floaters. Floater autopsy. Nope. Oh, that's an interrogation. Floater autopsy. Uplink targeting. Oh, it's called uplink targeting. Okay. So this has a prereq of alien biocybernetics. Alien biocybernetics has a prereq of alien computers, alien materials, and xenogenetics. That's a lot of research, which I don't really want to do. In particular, xenogenetics I don't want to do, but also alien computers I don't really want to do. Maybe we just make lasers. It's just kind of cowardice, though, to make lasers in this game. What if we do a Gauss rush? In order to make a Gauss rush work, we have to go Gauss weapons, alien materials, experimental warfare. Oh, that's pretty easy. I already have alien materials, and I can already research experimental warfare. However, the tech does take a substantial amount of time. Gauss Rush from no bonus. I started in the US and got the continent bonus. Month 1. Kind of feels like having a bonus. Okay. Because I got North American continent bonus, it costs less to make laser cannons. So we go for lasers. This is my logic. This is the entirety of my logic. The hangar is back in action-ish. Stingrays. Alright. Beam lasers on the way. I feel like I've gotten very few scientists. Didn't get many council requests for sectoid corpses after finishing xenobiology. I might have to build a lab. I would rather not build a lab. Which country bonus gives you 1,000,000 scientists? There's a country bonus which gives you 1,000,000 scientists? That seems like it isn't very well balanced. Oh, the starting one. Yeah, that's France. That gives you increased council requests. Do you think I'm going to get another mission this month? Wouldn't hate it. Thank you. That's a good button to click. It's also a good button to click. I am almost out of sectoid corpses. I'm going to regret that rocket that I shot that blew 3 up. Heavy UFO activity over Australia is probably setting up for a terror mission there. Doesn't work. Apparently I only needed 20 there. My bad.
Contact detected.
This is a research mission. You can tell it's a research mission because it is NOE. That means we just want to let it land.
Contact detected.
The tricky thing with research missions is they can be trapped, although it's quite unlikely that this one will be, as we are very early in the game. And so alien hostility is not super high, especially since I failed to shoot down like 3 UFOs or something. Painful. Maybe only 2 actually. And they can have enemies from a month further along in the campaign. Which means I think maybe we could already see a cyberdisk here. But not like super likely. Anyway, generally because of that you want to load out pretty strong for a research mission, and then a decent amount of the time it just turns out that you didn't need to do that and you feel silly. It's just an easy enough mission that we don't need to shoot it down. Well, you get more stuff if you don't shoot it down. A lot of the game is about maximizing the missions that you get to play, and shooting it down It's about like maximizing the missions you get to play per damage to interceptors, actually. So shooting it down is wrong in two different directions at the same time. It's wrong because it deals more damage to your interceptors, which you don't need to deal, and it's wrong because it creates a chance of destroying the UFO, or at very least crash lands it instead of having it land. So you get less stuff from it. I'm gonna send double scout here. Oh, that was such a good level up. Okay, Rarenok's looking strong. I'm gonna send double scout because I do want to get other scouts up to corporal so that they can lead missions as well. Should be 3 out of 30 chance of being a trap at this point. Damn, I was expecting it would be more like 10%. Anyway. This loadout's not, like, unreasonable. A smoke grenade. I have a couple of lower level soldiers just because, like, I don't have to take literally the strongest possible team. I do want to spread experience out a little bit on my barracks. Messed up that our scientists haven't worked out how to make you into a cyber disk yet. I think they actually know how, but just aren't allowed because of ethics. Which is maybe even worse.
We're going to be putting down in Mexico for this mission. Reports indicate the UFO set down in a sparsely populated area. We need to stay sharp and eliminate the invaders.
Operation Dying King. It's kind of an intimidating mission name.
HQ, this is Big Sky. We are in position and awaiting further orders.
Roger that, Big Sky. Strike 1, you are green to deploy. Approach with extreme caution. Current enemy status at the site is unknown.
Bradford does say to approach with extreme caution, but also...
I'm on it, Commander.
Who even listens to Bradford? I am glad I didn't try to make
Heading out.
a 5-tile move there because I would have pulled more enemies, it looks like. I don't have a Rocketeer.
I'm on it, Commander. On my way.
I don't know where all my Rocketeers are, but they keep on not being on missions.
Heading to that location. Affirmative. Covering now.
I'm on it. Je vois, Commandant. I feel, Commander.
Is staying sharp
Roger,
actually
I've got
good
eyes on.
advice in a mission brief? Or just a filler phrase because he has no real helpful advice? I think it's a platitude. Ooh, that is a muton sound.
I'm on it, Commander.
Okay. So those are real enemies. If we fought them here, we would be extremely well prepared to kill them.
J'y vais.
We have longer range weapons than them, they have no cover.
Rolling.
Heading out.
I don't have a rocket launcher though.
Aye, aye, Commander. I'm
I
on
even have high ground.
it. Roger that.
Got it covered. Je vois, Commandant. Moving to Overwatch. Roger. I've got eyes on.
I'm on it.
Mutons, floaters. So far this is terrifying.
Okay. Look sharp. Enemies rolling up.
This one's just floaters. Don't have a ranger yet. is everything at 1 HP?
Nailed him.
Be very careful with mutons on the map.
Moving to the speed of death. Will do.
Okay, that's half the pod dead already,
Aye, Commander.
which probably against floaters means they're just gonna run away.
On the move. Roger. I've got my eyes on. Affirmative. Covering now.
We'll see though.
They're starting to lose ground.
Not run.
Taking fire.
Oh. Okay. That launched somewhere, and I don't know where. How? What? Where is there that I wouldn't have vision of? I don't really want to use a motion tracker charge. I'm trying to work out where a floater went. Anybody have ideas? Oh, it was a retreat, not a launch. Okay. Yeah, that seems more reasonable. Right behind me, IRL.
Cutting the grass.
Shit. That's spooky.
Shot wide.
How soon can I discover it's trapped or not?
Heading out.
I think it's not trapped.
This is a hoot.
I think we would already know.
Adieu.
The way you find out is that a lot of pods run at you and start killing you,
Overwatch.
Back online.
and that has not happened.
It's getting crowded
With
out
what we've seen so far,
Wait.
it would seem natural to assume enemies would have something specialized towards frontline combat. This hulking creature appears to be that unit.
I don't envy anyone who has to go up against that thing.
Well... yeah, I still don't think it's trapped. But that is a little scary. This is a bad place for the mutant to be. I need to fall back from it so that it can go into worse cover.
Got it covered.
Let's do this.
Unfortunately, by retreating like this, I am
Location confirmed.
losing access to the evac zone.
Moving to designated position.
Quite a lot of my soldiers.
Hauling ass.
Bien, chef.
Just make sure there's nothing to my right. Doesn't look like it.
On the move. I'm on it.
Is this a mod? Long War is a Substantial mod for XCOM, yeah.
On it.
Moving out.
A full overhaul of the game.
I'm running low on ammo. Missed the target.
Bye-bye.
Nice damage roll.
Je suis de retour. Got it.
Worked on it. I worked on Long War 2,
Back in.
which was the sequel to Long War 1. I played Long War 1 while it was in development, but I don't remember anything that I said mattering for, like, how the game ended up being in the end.
My weapon's spent.
The part where every enemy has 1 HP is why Ranger is a good perk.
Shot running dry on ammo. Je bouge.
I wonder where the Muton went.
Smoke's in the air.
An angry floater.
Incoming fire.
Seriously, where did the Muton go? But like actually though?
He's down.
There's also an active floater who ran away from the previous fight. I'm guessing it was here, right? I'm guessing it like went over here and is stuck there trying to get to us and can't work out how. Something like that.
Ready to rock.
I'll fucking get it. Where's where's the Muton?
Bring in the pain.
Only thing scarier than a Muton is a lack of a Muton. Maybe true. Some high philosophy here from Twitch chat. God.
We're green to go.
3 enemies at 1 HP.
Le remue.
Antelope, thanks for 53 months! There would be more pods attacking me already if it were trapped. Levi, I am back to thinking it is not trapped.
No way that just happened.
Am I seriously going to fail to kill it for another turn? Okay.
Keep it running dry.
Alright.
Je surveille la zone.
Okay. So there's one floater somewhere. There's one Muton somewhere.
Aye, aye, Commander. Rock and roll. Ready to engage.
But
Eyes peeled, Commander. J'ouvre l'œil, commandant. Moving to Overwatch. Get some.
Roger that. Scanning. Quiet. Do you hear something?
One muton. Double moved. It's dead. I meant next turn. Is it dead this turn? That would be impressive.
Missed.
You've had some wild enemy AI.
Yes, Commander.
Truly a move of all time. Alright, so those are mutants. As you can see, very dangerous.
Stepping off.
There's a fluter somewhere still.
J'abouge. Scan en cours. Heading to that location. Got it covered.
I'm on it. Come get some.
I feel on Overwatch.
Maybe it is trapped. If it isn't trapped, this is the final pod. I feel somewhat confident that it wouldn't have taken this long for this many pods to get to me, though.
That's a load of bull.
And I haven't heard a terror pod. If you hear chrysalids scampering around, then you know with certainty that it is trapped. But I haven't heard that.
Aye, aye. Light them up.
Affirmatif. J'ouvre l'œil, commandant. Heading out.
Getting it done.
Merde. Wow. That was a lot of damage.
It's raining death over here.
Well, shit. Okay. Our gunner seems to be out of commission.
Moving.
Oh, I didn't actually realize you could hit those. Also, did I hear another pod? There shouldn't be able to be another pod right now.
I'm all over it.
Unless this is trapped.
Roger that. Scanning. Je suis à sec. Je suis de retour. Overwatch scanning. Une perte du terrain.
Sure. Alright. We have somewhere 2 floaters in Fogpore.
J'ouvre l'œil, commandant.
People can hunker, and the people with the big guns can overwatch, and eventually they will come back and die.
Orders
You can go there because you don't have health.
Moving. On Overwatch.
Let's do this.
What does trapped mean?
Let's do this.
I can tell you exactly. Wow, this Wikipedia has been updated, actually. Boo. Wait, it doesn't say. Trapped. Always be wary of trapped UFOs. The chance of a particular landed UFO being trapped is based on the current threat counter in the moment it lands. Significantly lower in the beginning of the month, when the counter is close to 0, but much more likely by the end of the month. Threat counter over 30. If the current counter is 5, there's a 5 out of 30 chance. Trapped UFOs have significantly increased numbers of aliens. The smaller and more unassuming the UFO type, the greater the relative increase. Anyway, I would have 21 to 24 enemies on it. If it isn't trapped, I have already met every enemy on the map. Except for one outsider.
Quiet. Did you hear something?
And also, almost all of them are dead.
Hey, you hear anything?
Slamwich, thanks for 2 months, appreciate it. All of my enemies are dead. I got line of sight to this.
Roger that.
Yeah, with high ground and scopes, my aim soldiers actually can get some kills here. Which is nice. Oh my god, if it shoots me. Okay. Good. It's probably the mission other than the outsider.
Solid copy.
I'm gonna go certainly, even.
Time to motor. Ready to rock.
There's a 0% chance that this is trapped at this point.
Designated coordinates.
A minor thing you don't like about XCOM 1 is you can tell during the shooting animations whether or not the shot will miss. I kinda like that.
Roger that. Hauling ass.
Actually, I like that a lot.
Rolling out. Heading there now. Yes, Commander.
It makes the game less addictive. Probably. I feel like I know enough about why people
Location confirmed.
make die rolls take a long time to say that that is true.
Moving out. Got it.
Solid copy.
1 UFO.
What was that? That's affirmative. Roger, Dodger.
Heading out. Okay, je bouge. I'm rolling. Heading out.
On my way.
Come What was that? Yes, Commander. That looks like the primary power source
my
for
God.
the alien craft.
That
Only
terrified
hazard to guess as to
me.
the amount of power it would have generated to propel that ship. I'd watch your fire down there. That equipment could be highly unstable.
Nothing is more exhilarating than rolling for permanent plus 10 hacking early game World War II.
C'est parti.
I just think I played enough poker that that shit doesn't excite me anymore.
Grace lining over here.
Roger that. Scan it.
That's my take on the issue.
On the move.
Could have gotten to this. Might have been hard.
I'm on the move.
I do have
Moving.
an assault with a run and gun.
Moving.
I also have command. Yeah, this should be a very easy kill.
Location.
Affirmative.
I don't think we're alone out here.
Je me remue. L'air visuel.
Moving out.
Gonna take a quick check and see if anyone in particular needs a kill or not. That's exactly 1200 experience. If Raranok got it, it would be a level up, I think. No, actually, I think it's only worth like 20 or something. You got it. It's not enough for level up for you. Oh, it was enough for a promotion. Nice. Worth checking just to see. $24 a wound for our highest level gunner. Oh well. Oh, a lot of promotions for the rest of the team. We can do a muton autopsy. We have a bunch of Illyrium and alloys, a little bit of meld, some intact flight computers, and power source. Unfortunately, I am still one flight computer down from being able to start researching
I
alien
appreciate your
computers.
efforts to support the research team, Commander. I've already put the new recruits to work in the lab.
Outsiders are 60 experience. Oh. Well. I feel like in a good April, you can get away with only 7 interceptors. I could ask things this 39 months with Omo Shodi as well. Oh, and now I can go over here and I can go no more asterisk. Asterisk? Asterisk? It's the 4th scout. Every scout's been a raider. Actually, every UFO has been a raider other than the research mission, yeah? Which is too bad, because that's the only one you actually want to be a raider, probably.
We lost the bubble.
Nice. Nice start there.
Contact detected.
Bangs out. We're getting eaten up here. No joy here.
Okay.
Contact
They
detected.
try to get the kill with Sato to stack kills on the same interceptor. This one's also directly on top of my hangar. What is their thing? They have some sick fascination with my hangar. Oh man. That is unfortunate. The hope here is that that didn't happen because I was using the interceptor, which deals Sato deals 2% more damage than the other interceptors. It would be a little upsetting if that were the reason that I destroyed it instead of shooting it down. So there's only one left. I've got 4 interceptors ready in the hangar. What do I do with my dollars? I could go for an early thermo generator. It's a very long time for that to pay off, though. Foundry? Repair bay? Is this stream the first of the campaign? No. No, the first was like last year. IRL.
Contact detected.
This is Abductions.